deadly poisons, colorless, tasteless, and odorless, which make it really hard to detect.
Arsenic is a mineral that, ingested in small amounts, in the long run, it can severely poison you. Otherwise, if it's ingested in small amounts, it can cause cancer, especially in the skin.
Currently, 2 million people have no health service in their homes. With the money that we receive, we are doing a project that will help 1 million people that are living in the marginal neighborhoods of the capital city of Bogotá. They do not receive adequate drinking water, sewage, or drainage facilities.
Pneumonia and diarrhea, the main diseases here, are very easy to prevent. All indicate that it can be overcome with simple things like encouraging hand washing, grooming, and that's.
Our country is located in Sub-Sahara. Nigeria has a lot of problems like diseases and dirty water. These are two problems on which we are going to concentrate. In general, the major problem is the bad sanitation. These contribute to our other problems like Ebola and malaria.
And for that, the life expectancy is only 15 years. We must change it soon, because due to the war, there were too many people who were getting moved to the rural areas, and now the 74% of the population live there.
Our country is receiving aid from countries such as Pakistan, Denmark, United States, and Russia. And with this money, we must build hospitals and, of course, pumps near the rural areas, because most of the people that live here must walk 4 kilometers every day for get drinking water.
We believe that with an improvement of drinking water sources in rural areas, the child mortality rates will automatically drop, and so will the child labor figures, as Peru is in the #1 of countries with more child labor. Not only do our children need safe water to keep hygienic, but to contribute to a good sanitation system that can take care of those of them who sadly are working more than 8 hours a day.
Peru is currently improving hygiene education while working with local finance institutions to get loans for the building of toilets. Nevertheless, these tasks are impossible to carry out if there is no water available.
Denmark has large quantities of clean water, which covers the entire country's water needs, including domestic consumption and agriculture and industry use. To get it, our government pumps water from the deep below ground, passes it through filters, and then sends it to taps.
Denmark is helping other countries with this topic. We are giving the most aid to continents like Asia and Africa. Our country has been part of the resolutions about clean water of the UN because we want to help others that haven't got any facilities.
In our country, the main rivers that provide water to the population are the Ganges and the Indo, but they are mostly contaminated. UNICEF has some projects helping the access to clean water, such as teaching young people how to repair water pumps.
Combined project of purification and distribution of consumer water and irrigation of dry lands is an example of the developing of water and sanitation facilities in healthy towns, schools and farms made possible by new technologies and methods and countries.
Our government has dealt with the use of clean water on a national level by digging wells and established sites for the extraction of water, and we plan to have trained volunteers and health workers who come to come to teach our people about good hygiene practices.
On an international level, the government of Congo has asked for help from the World Health Organization. We cannot help other countries because we don't have resources enough. We receive other countries' organization, economic and technical.
In the last 15 years, there have been large investments in water and sanitation. Access to sewer connections in towns increased to 65% in the same period.
In 2008, the government of the country obtained a $80 million loan from the World Bank to restore and improve irrigation, electricity, water and sanitation infrastructure damaged by the tropical storms. The money was also used to improve critical infrastructure and for...
Ocean has been targeting these issues around the world. For example, we have programs such as Papua New Guinea, Water for Koban, consisting on installing a gravity-fed water system in a small village called Koban.
And the Oxfam Water for Survival program, consisting on working with Water Aid UK and a local partner, Rural Aid, to provide hand-dug wells with pumps and constructing ventilated filter trees, which are complemented with hygiene and education activities to ensure the benefits for the community.
This program, most of the population will have more drinking water sources, like a project that will.
The 27% of the population has got access to sanitation facilities.
This creates some hygienic issues. For example, malnutrition, diarrhea, and mothers not having enough breastfeed for her children.